When you are working on college-level research, you will come across different types of publications. Note that some types of publication may not be appropriate for use in your research project. This video will give you an overview of three kinds of publications: popular magazines, scholarly journals, and trade publications. Popular magazines are intended for the general public, so the articles don't use a lot of technical jargon and terminology. The content is typically focused on current events or general interests and may include numerous ads for a variety of different products. Popular magazines are often published weekly or monthly, and their purpose is to inform, entertain, or elicit an emotional response. The articles are written by staff writers, journalists, or freelancers, and are reviewed by a staff editor. The citations may be informal, or there may not be any citations. Generally speaking, you cannot use articles in popular magazines for college-level research. If in doubt, check with your instructor. Click the link on the screen to look at one example of a popular magazine article. Pay attention to the highlighted sections. Scholarly journals are intended for scholars, researchers, and students. The purpose of scholarly journals is to share research or scholarship with the academic community, so the writing style is very formal and technical. The content may include research results, reviews of research, and book reviews, and the minimum ads are only for scholarly products like books. Scholarly journals are often published quarterly or semi-annually. The articles are written by scholars or researchers and reviewed by an editorial board made up of other scholars and researchers. Some articles are peer-reviewed, which would indicate the high quality of credibility of the articles. The citations may include bibliographies, references, endnotes, and footnotes. Scholarly journals are considered accurate and reliable sources, which is why your instructor expects you to use them for college-level research. Click the link on the screen to look at one example of a scholarly article. The last type of publication that you may encounter is trade publications, which typically contain articles about a certain business or industry. Often published weekly or monthly, trade publications are written by staff writers, business professionals, and industry professionals to inform about business or industry news, trends, or products. The audience for trade publications, not surprisingly, is the business and industry professionals. Like popular magazines, trade publications are reviewed by a staff editor. The articles may contain some ads that are for products geared toward a specific industry. The citations may be very few, if any. Depending on your assignment, articles for trade publications may be useful, but be sure to check with your instructor if you are not certain. Click the link on the screen to look at one example of a trade publication. Now it's your turn to evaluate some publications. Here's the first page of an article from People magazine. What type of publication do you think this is? This article is from a popular magazine because it was written for a general audience with the purpose of entertainment with celebrity news. What about this one? You can click the link to read the article. As a matter of fact, this article can be considered either a scholarly or trade publication. The technical writing style, the research-focused content, and the science background intended audience are just some of the arguments for either type of publication. For that reason, remember to evaluate and think critically when you come across any article to determine the academic value for research purposes. If you have questions or need more help, remember to ask a librarian.